Hello, good morning, and welcome to Morning Brew on Labour Social. It is Friday, the 5th of July, 2024, and it's the dawn of a new day here. I'm in London at the moment, and Drew is asleep on the couch next to me, so you might hear him snoring throughout the show. Who else have we got? We've got John downstairs there. He's still awake. Supertansky's asleep. Carol's gone home in a taxi a while ago, well, not home. I think she lives in Bristol, so that'll be a bit of a long journey, but I think she's got somewhere to stay. And I think Ben's getting a couple of hours of shut eye because we have to be out of the Airbnb at 11 o'clock. But come on, that night was absolutely monumental, and I just want to share with you my joy, my pleasure at the fact that the Tories are finished. This is it. I mean, they're done. That's it. We don't have to put up with them anymore. Do you want the list? Because I'm going to give you the list of the Tories that are gone. Okay, these are the big beasts as they call them, of the Tory party. Maria Caulfield, Will Tanner, who is Deputy Chief of Staff to Rishi Sunak. Robert Buckland is gone. Mark Jenkinson. Yeah, you know the guy who looks like the hills have eyes, who started all that stuff? Yeah, he's gone. Mark Harper, Peter Bottomley, Father of the House. Miriam Cates, that's right, Miriam Cates, the disgusting turf. She's been turfed out. Bill Wigan, Bim Afolami. Douglas Ross, who was the leader of the Conservatives in Scotland, and he's gone. Alex Chuck, Conor Burns, Victoria Prentice, Theresa Villiers, Andrea Jenkins, you know, the woman who gave the finger, she's gone. She is gone. David T.C. Davis, Ben Bradley, Simon Hart, the Chief Whip, Tobias Elwood, Jacob Rees-Mogg, no longer an MP, Michelle Donlan, the Secretary of State for Science, Lucy Fraser, the Culture Secretary, Mark Spencer, Therese Coffey, yes, that Therese Coffey, what was she under Theresa May's, under Liz Truss's government? Was she the Deputy Prime Minister or something? Unbelievable. Johnny Minge, yep, Johnny Mercer is out. Penny Mordaunt, out. Brendan Clark-Smith, out. Gillian Keegan, out. Grant Shapps, out. Michael Fabricant, out. Jonathan Gullis, out. And just the icing on the cake for anyone who's still up at 6 a.m, Liz Truss, out. Absolutely fantastic. Anatoly, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. That's really kind of you. This early in the morning, thank you so much. A morning to celebrate, get yourself a coffee, Graham. Okay, I will do as I'm told. And I've got myself a coffee here. Paul Newen, first super chat of the new era. Thank you so much, Paul. That's really kind of you. I'll make my super chat little animation a bit better. I think I'll put it down there. Okay, Jake Berry, out. I mean, this is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to bring the lights over a little bit because I feel like I'm a little bit dark. I feel like my camera's trying to adjust for the light behind me. And it's making me quite dark. So I'm just going to move my tripod. Oh, God. I think I've moved my light. I think I've wrecked my lights. Oh, shit. This is why you need a producer. Oh, shit. Lights are going to... Oh, no, they're going to fall. Okay, cool. Right. Alec Barrett, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. You're awesome. Thank you, Alec. Have a Labour MP again. First time since 2005. Only 6 of them left in Kent. Joanna Cherry is gone. One less turf in Westminster. Absolutely. Unfortunately, the Labour turf still got in, which is a bit shit. But aside from that, we're all quitting. Listen, I'm just going to move the camera a little bit because I think it'll make me a bit lighter because I'm quite dark at the moment. I've still got me Tory... my Tory sheet, I haven't finished it yet, there's so many of them. There's so many of them who have lost. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm just going to move my camera over a little bit. That looks better to me on my laptop. It might listen. That's Drew snoring. Drew, stop snoring, man. You look tired. Did you not get any sleep for some reason? I don't know, Bez Roth. What do you reckon? It looks like John is getting off So you're gonna walk to Downing Street now.
Right now.
Are you gonna walk to Downing Street?
I am going to Downing Street now.
John Mortar, the guy who got Rage Against the Machine to #1 in 2009. What a dude. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
How you feeling? About last night? As good as it could have gone? I mean, it's pretty good.
It's still last night for me. I haven't slept at all yet.
True.
No, we haven't. It's only me and you left, I think.
We're the only ones. Last one standing.
It's us two left. Everyone else has collapsed or whatever. So, yeah, we're the hardcore, aren't we? Yeah, do you reckon? So I'm now going to head back to Essex. I'm going to walk through, because we're not far from Downing Street, really.
Yes.
20-minute walk, so I'm going to go and walk down there.
Not far.
On my way back to Liverpool Street Station, and what a night, eh?
What a night.
What a night.
What a night.
What a night.
And the exit polls, one thing that sort of like made us go, oh, in the exit polls was the 13 seats for refuck. But actually, it was only 4, wasn't it?
Yeah. So if any of you got involved with the Tell 'em you voted Tory, which is where we had a little trick going, where if you got exit polls, if you didn't really vote Tory, but you told them you voted Conservative, so that the exit poll on the screen, on the TV, would be higher for the Tories than they really got. And we think it might have worked.
Well, it was pretty accurate. We're now on Labour at 411, Conservatives on 119. The lowest ever results. Lib Dems on 71. They've done so well.
Brilliantly.
But I think that was mostly down to us. I think that was mostly down to Stop the Tories, not vote.
Greens, 4.
Yeah.
For all their target seats, they got the whole lot.
Yeah.
Well done to them. Yeah.
Mad, like, Carol Vorderman just turned up last night. I didn't know she was coming.
She just turned up.
I was doing the stream, and then she was just behind me, like waving. I'm like, oh my God, it's Carol, because I've never met her in real life before. We've had meetings and stuff with the Stop the Tories, vote, because obviously she's involved in that. But national treasure, just turning up behind you.
She just came and sat down on the sofa, had a cup of tea, said, right, let's watch the telly then. All right.
I mean, it was like really normal, but like really surreal at the same time.
Yeah, it was
like,
mad.
Anyway, she's lovely. She's lovely.
Absolutely mad. But she didn't go that long ago, did she? I mean, she stayed up. She must.
She's hardcore.
Yeah,
Carol Vorderman, bloody hardcore. But yeah, I think Ed Davey, if you're watching this, you owe Carol Vorderman a massive thank you.
And our spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Ed.
Yeah.
Right.
Spreadsheet. Well, it all started with you in a spreadsheet, didn't it?
It was,
Stop the Tories.
it was basically me and Josh sharing spreadsheets. Andrew got involved. All the other guys got involved. And there you go. Stop the Tories, Vote was born. Lots of other people was involved as well, and great teamwork. And
Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. So,
mate,
anyway.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it's been fun, isn't it?
Yeah. If you see Rishi in moving out of Downing Street,
I might see him in a minute.
Give him hell for us.
Will do.
All right, I'll look out for you on the telly.
Well, you got to tell you can probably just about see it.
I can just put me. I can just about see
the TV.
Yeah,
so.
let's see what's going on.
Anyway, people, it's been a pleasure.
John Mortar,
it's been
legend.
a pleasure, and I'll be back on Politics Social soon. Hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe tonight.
Yeah, I might be sleeping, but I haven't slept. Literally, I haven't slept at all. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll do that. See how hardcore it goes. Right.
All right.
Goodbye, people. Enjoy the show.
Cheers, John.
And
thank you.
Faux Boris is
Faux Boris snoring on the couch over there.
What a great metaphor that is.
I know.
The fake Boris Johnson snoring away. Anyway. I'll leave you guys.
All right. Take care, John.
I'll be later.
See you later, mate. Ta-da. Ooh. Oh, we got some super chats into the chat, so I'm going to have to take a glass of water. I do still have a cold. I thought that doing an all-night live stream might have gotten rid of my cold, but it didn't work. Can you believe that? I can't believe it myself, but there you go. That's reality for you. Yeah, I've got some super chats here, haven't I? This is very exciting. Let's have a look. We've got Alec Barrett there with a super chat. Worst results for the Tories since 1831. That's brilliant, isn't it? I think it's 1832 actually. It was the the Whigs that got the Tories got absolutely battered by the Whigs, and basically it was the end of the Tory party, and they became the Conservative Party in 1932, and they were beaten by the Whigs and Earl Grey, whom you may know of as the guy who invented the tea. Was it Earl Grey, or maybe it was Bobby Peel? Maybe it was Robert Peel. I don't know. Someone look it up for me. I think it was Earl Grey. Anyway, thanks very much for the super chat, Alec. That's very kind of you. And we've also had, this is very exciting, and I just realised I'm gonna try and do this, but I realised that it's probably going to come up wrong, but I'll do it anyway. We just had a mega chat come in from Business Cat. Thank you so much for the mega chat. Oh, there it goes down there. Thank you for the mega chat. £50 mega chat. Thank you so much. I have a Labour MP again in Crewe and Nantwich. In Crewe and Nantwich. A round of bacon sarnies and coffees for the night watch. Yes, thank you so much, Business Cat. And then Johnny Copperhead, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Pardon me. Gutted, lost my bet on the Tories getting less than 100 seats. Hunsberg was fun. She spent the evening pouting and frowning like a petulant toddler. I mean, she's just a Tory. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But there's the Tories have been decimated. They've lost over 200 MPs. 200 Tory MPs are now out of a job. And what job are they going to get? That's the question. Who the hell is going to have Jonathan Gullis come work for them? What skills does he have apart from being a privately educated howler monkey? It's just not going to happen, is it? It's phenomenal. Plum Duff, Labour Social, Politics Social intends to keep Labour on track. Yes, I do. And also, Labour Social intends on keeping politics on track. Adrian Wyatt, a few seats were lost or not gained because of Gaza, and Labour vote share was down on 2017. Lowest Tory vote share and share of seats since 1835. First general election after the 1832 Great Reform Act, in which they got rid of all the rotten boroughs and things like that. And they actually, fun fact, in 1832, that was the first time that it was specifically said that the franchise couldn't include women. Up to that point, if you were a female landowner, you could actually vote. But it was so rare for a woman to be a landowner, there was only a handful of women in the country who had the opportunity to vote, but they could. There you go. Fun fact. Women did have the vote before 1832, but only very, very wealthy women, usually widows who didn't have kids. That's just all phenomenal. Galloway down the dump as well. Yes, George Galloway, gorgeous George. Off to back off to his his hacienda in Portugal, I think. He's not going to be hanging around Rochdale anymore like a bad smell. And he was the one saying, "Yeah, this is the turning point. And none of the Workers' Party won any of their seats. There was a couple of, I'm a bit upset about Jonathan Ashworth losing his seat, and there was a seat in Birmingham that was lost by Labour to an independent, and that was because of Gaza. That was because of the situation in Gaza, and it's eternally frustrating that a right-wing gobshite like Benjamin Netanyahu can have such an effect on our politics. Drew, stop snoring. Can have such an effect on our politics here, have such a devastating effect, because they make the right wing go more right wing, and they make the left wing go, hang on, we should be doing more about this, and we should, but it's what we can actually do. And Biden's having the same problem in America, although the bigger problem for Biden in America is the fact that he's half dead. So he's got to go. And major funders are now pulling their funding of the Democrats until they get rid of him. He's got to go. The world can't stand at a precipice because of the arrogance and the ego of one old man. It can't, all right? He's got to go. If you watched that interview last week, he's got to go. Which brings me to my next point, which is the fight isn't over. Labour, massive landslide win. Absolutely fantastic. The Tories on their knees. 120 seats. 100. That's all they've got. Don't forget, in the landslide in 1997, they got 100 they only got 159. So they got absolutely battered. Do you know who else got battered? The SNP, down to 10 seats. Absolutely shocking. Nine seats. Sorry, currently 9 seats. SNP. Also, the Tories got absolutely wiped out in Wales, there isn't a single Tory seat now in Wales, mostly Labour, and there's a couple of Plaid Cymru seats, and I think there's a Lib Dem seat maybe, but there's no Tory seats whatsoever. Craving beer, the Truss moment was my favourite. I was dancing around the living room, vodka flying everywhere. Craving beer, mate, it was beautiful. It was like we were waiting for it, and me and Drew were sitting here. And it was just like, it's going to be in 15 minutes. And like 45 minutes later, we were still waiting. It was worth the wait. The fact that Liz just didn't want to go on the stage. And you have to know, the candidates are told the result before they go on the stage. So they know what the result is. It's not a surprise to them. They're taken to one side. They're told the result. She was told the result. And she was like, I'm not going on stage. And they waited for her until someone literally pushed her on the stage and said, stand there, you absolute lemon, and get what's coming to you. Because she was second for second, pound for pound, the worst Prime Minister in our country's history. Because she was only in power for 44 days. And in those 44 days, she managed to crash the economy and kill the Queen. I mean, no one else is going to achieve that in such a short amount of time. Anyway, like I said, the work really starts here. And one of the big things that we want to be pushing over the next few years, effectively, is going to be getting Keir Starmer to get on board with the idea of... I'm being asked to talk quieter. Sorry, Tan. Being asked to... I was trying to talk over Drew's snoring a little bit. Minina Perkus was there last night. I didn't even see her. Rachel's just telling me that Minina Perkus was there. Apparently I'm echoing in people's rooms. They're trying to sleep. Shh. And also, Drew is probably echoing as well with his. Can you hear his snores? Anyway. This is so much fun. Rejoice, rejoice. 44 days is a long time in politics. Well, yeah. So I was just having a look at the stats, right? For how many votes you needed for how many seats you got, and this is why I think that basically proportional representation is going to come into British politics sooner rather than later, and this is why Labour. Got an efficiency of seats, so they got 411 seats. They got 9.6 million votes. So they had an efficiency of 23,480. That meant for every 23,000 votes, they got an MP. The Plaid was 48. The Lib Dems was 49. The Tories, this time round, who are usually, the most efficient, 56. 56,000 people needed to vote for the Tories in order for them to get in. That is more than double the number of people that needed to vote for Labour for them to get an MP. And then you've got the SNP. They needed 76,000. Independents needed 93,000 per independent. The Greens needed 483,000. But here's the corker. Here's the one that is going to cause all the uproar in the tabloid press, Refuck, they got 4 seats. That gives them an efficiency of 1 million votes. 1,019,161 votes needed for one Member of Parliament for reform. So now that this system isn't working out so well, for the landed elite, for the neo-aristocrats, for the born-to-rule knobheads, there's a good chance that it's going to go the way of the dinosaurs sooner rather than later. For too much, it is. Nick and Diff saying, shh, quieter, Graham. I hope you can still hear me. Your favourite journalist, Owen Tory in disguise, Jones, has a mental breakdown. Well, I thought I'd be happy because... All right, Drew. I thought he'd be happy because his man Corbyn got in Islington North, so, sorted. Jez Hunt, £5 super chat. Thank you very, very much, sir. You are a legend. The message, Wales is completely Tory free. I don't know if I'm being loud enough to talk over. This is very difficult. This because I've got to be a bit louder than Drew's snoring, but I've got to be a bit quieter than Tan being able to hear me up in the top there. Beautiful, isn't it? 4 million. JC for PM. Who's that? Joanna Cherry? Jarvis Cocker? What? No. Poor turnout, but I think it's the Labour voters. It's the Tory voters, sorry, that couldn't vote Tory, but too proud to vote for anyone else. That's Samusu or Samoso. 86, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the turnout was 60%. It was way down on what it normally is for a general election in this country. But I think you're precisely right when you say it's because the Tories just didn't turn up. Right, we're going to have a quick look at the papers now. I'm in a box. Oh, I'm in a box. Fans of Rob Bryan will get that joke. Look at this. This is tomorrow's papers. I mean, there's some of these. I think they've changed actually. This was what came up last night, so I think they've got new ones now that they know that they definitely won. But exit poll puts Labour on course for a landslide. Crushing blow to Tory party in election wipeout. That's in the Express. The Mirror going with Here We Go. We've got landslide, just the word landslide in the Independent, which is wonderful. Labour landslide with Keir Starmer and his wife. Labour set for historic landslide there in the Daily Mail, the special edition. Starmer heads for projected 170 majority, biggest since Blair. It's more than that, it's 200. Battered Tories escape a total wipeout, but slumped to just 131 seats. It's less than that, it's 120 they've got. And Labour have got 412 at the moment. So Labour's predicted seats pretty much bang on, 410 there. But the Tories, they were lined up to get 11 seats more. They got less than that. The Lib Dems, on the other hand, have done really, really well, and they've done way better than the predictions. They've got over 70 seats. Battered Tories escape a total wipeout. Well, you know, who's counting? But slumped to just 131. Drew. Slumped to just 131 seats. Farage's reform breakthrough with 13 seats, while Lib Dems surge. The Star going there with, this is brilliant, 14 years in charge. Those good bits in full. There's the list there. 12 items. And then you've got, at the bottom here, if I scroll up a bit, you'll see, you've got Rishi Sunak in his aviator outfit. You've got Liz Truss, the lettuce. And you've got Bojo, the clown. Labour landslide on the eye. The exit factor there in the Metro. Scan for up to the minute election coverage. I'm a bit late for that now. And then huge majority projected by exit poll in The Guardian. And there you go, concrete barriers. What can I say? You can never have enough concrete barriers. I think, I got a super chat. Hey, I think. Oh, hang on. Did I though? Yes, I did. Hang on. Oh no, it was Wales. That was the last one. Okay, so back to the chat. Jesus Christ, John Cleese. Can't wait to see the Daily Mail. Yeah, well, it was just, I mean, I think they've changed some of the headlines because I think that there's another one that's a bit different. Oh my word, David Faulkner, thank you so much for the 398 Hong Kong dollars. That's insane. Thank you so much. You're going to get a mega chat for that. Thank you, sir. I'm on the plane back to Asia after such a tumultuous fortnight. I'm ecstatic with the result, even though I voted SNP. I'm genuinely pleased to see the Tories gone, maybe for good. Introduce PR soon, following you, Graham. Thank you so much. David, you are an absolute legend, and if I'm ever in Hong Kong, we need to meet up because I owe you a drink. David Smith, first past the post is an awful system, but no party has benefited from it. Would throw away half their MPs because it's the right thing to do. Those in a position to abolish it will defend it, indeed. The refuck vote is a lot of people, but they're all geographically spread, so fewer MPs. That's from Martin. There. I'm guessing postal votes don't vote for Reform UK. I don't know what the postal vote's going. But yeah, there's a story about Kemi Badenoch because she only won by about 1,000 votes, and apparently a load of votes in her constituency went missing. Postal votes, didn't get to the people that they were supposed to get to in time. So there might be a challenge there. So she might not actually be an elected MP at the moment, which is fun because it means that she can't stand for leader. I mean, you know, other people, some of the people who you thought were going to stand for leader, like Penny Mordaunt, they ain't going to stand for leader because they didn't win the seat. Karen, thank you very much, Karen. Coffee on me. Cheers to the big hug. Glad Badger still on. Oh, thank you, Karen. Gave me this Badger, which I will treasure. You sound rough, Graham says. Yeah, but not as rough as the Tory party, eh? Benjamin said, did you see that Wales passed a law that politicians lying is illegal now there? Yes, that was absolutely brilliant. I hope that Keir Starmer takes notes on that. Adrian, Labour took Fulham and Chelsea by 120 votes from third. Greg Hands abandoned pavement politics for the New Europeans' worst rated respondents to constituents, unlike Jeremy Hunt, and paid the price. Unfortunately, Jeremy Hunt got back in, but so does Sunak. How long do you reckon Sunak's going to stay in his seat? He said he was going to stay for 5 years, be a backbench MP, be an MP for the people of Richmond and Northallerton. Oh, Jimmy Hill. Oh, Chinny Reckon. Labour, 9.7 million votes in 2024. And this is really interesting. Labour got a low vote share. They got less votes overall than they did in 2019. I mean, they got less of a vote share than 2019. And they got less of a vote share than they did in 1997. And yet way more seats. Because it's a game of two halves. And I'll describe it like this, right? Do you ever watch Crystal Maze? Okay? You know when they go to the Crystal Dome at the end, right? They hardly ever win. Because they're just grabbing all the bits of paper and throwing them all into the little letter boxes, right? Whether they're silver or gold. And the silver gets deducted from the gold. So, not a great way of playing it. Better way of doing it. One team I saw once, they actually had two team members standing by the letterboxes, and the rest of the team caught the gold and silver pieces of paper, gave it to the people at letterboxes, and they filtered out all the silver paper. And they just put the gold into the slot. So they obviously had come up with a strategy before, but that's the point. It's not just about the votes you get. It's about the votes that people don't do against you. So if you can get your opponent's voters to not bother voting, and we've seen this with the low turnout, and also maybe they voted for reform instead, they've not voted for the Tories. And that's better in a way than Labour, playing to its base and going, look at me, we've got to say all the right things to the people who already adore us, because we know that doesn't work. You've got to appeal to the centre ground. And this is the thing with the silver tickets. Don't spook voters into basically voting against you, which is what happened in 2019 to the previous leader of the opposition. Gareth T saying, yes, Mog is gone. Absolutely beautiful. Mog needed Bitty before, but oh God, don't do that, please. Don't say that. I saw that one, Graham organised. Yes, Patrick. It's one of the few episodes of the Crystal Maze where they actually won. They got over 100 gold because they didn't put any silver in the bloody slots. And you see that once and you're like, come on. Keegan gone, Mercer gone, says Paul Ewan. It's beautiful. That's because Labour voters were tactical voting Lib Dems. Marshall, yeah, absolutely. The Labour votes, they did really well. But the fact that the Tories got so few votes is due to a few factors coming together, all right? And it's not just Labour by any stretch of the imagination. The Lib Dems ran a fantastic campaign. We've got to give them kudos for that. But let's face it, Labour and Lib Dems had a non-aggression pact. Before this election, Labour put out a list publicly of the constituencies it wasn't really going to bother trying to challenge. It was like, here you go, Lib Dems, go for these. We're not going to bother with them. And it was a wish list of, 71 constituencies, and it looks like the Lib Dems got them all. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic result for the Lib Dems tonight. And the only shame is that, they didn't push the Tories into third. Hey, maybe next time around, because I'm going to make a prediction here. I might be well wrong. Rather than go towards the centre ground, which is what the Tories should do if they ever want to win power again, I think they're going to go full on crazy. I think they're going to go full on, let's embrace reform. They're going to look at reform and say, oh, that's what we need to do. We need to be more like reform. They're going to get crazier and crazier. and less appealing to the centre ground. And you've got to get the centre ground or you cannot win an election. Veg Pie, thank you very much for the super chat. £5, woohoo. I got to the party just in time for the exit poll, then danced myself silly to Fatboy Slim. Well done for keeping going. Veg Pie, really good to see you last night. And thank you so much for the super chat. And thanks for coming along to the party. It was excellent. I mean, just for that photo, that's in the Times and on the Guardian of all of us on the just cheering from the exit poll coming through. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm gonna wrap up in a minute because I'm a couple of minutes over, and I really do need to shut up so everyone else can get a bit of sleep because we have to leave here in just over an hour, just under an hour. Shit. Canal Front, thank you very much for the 20 Singapore dollars. You're a trooper. Salute and congrats. Oh, thanks, Canal. All the way from Singapore. We've had Hong Kong and Singapore in the chat tonight. Fantastic. Awesome. Pleased to see Alex Chalk has gone. Yeah. I'm going to try and get my voice back. We're not going to do a episode of the agenda today, unfortunately, because I'm going to go to Downing Street and try and do a little bit of a stream from Downing Street, see what's happening there. So look out for that. You'll get a notification in if you are subscribed to the channel and you've hit the bell notification icon. So look out for that. I might not, so I'm not promising anything. We're going to do a show tonight. We're going to do a politics social, a review of the election and everything that happened. I'm going to try and fill this out. Okay, so maybe while all the people are talking, I'll just be sitting there with my list, crossing off all the Tories that have lost their jobs. That there's still loads to cross off on there. All but 120 by the looks of things. Don't drive till you have slept, said Stephen. I'm not driving at all. I didn't drive down here, got the train down here, so don't worry. I will not be driving until Monday morning at the earliest. Good grief. Some people vote for the likes of Patel and Braveman, says Calvin Ladd. I know, it's you know. You can't reason. You can't reason with that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Drew's just woken up. All right, Drew. He's having a stretch. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for all the chats. Thanks for staying with us last night. For everyone who stayed through the night, that was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. This is the dawn of a new day, and now it's time to moan about what Labour are doing rather than the Tories, which I think will be a little bit more satisfying because we can actually change things. We actually talk to them. We can actually get things done. It's going to be great. So you want to join us for that? Please do. And until then, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Give us a like on the way out. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.